Let's try our next example. So we have a new equation, 1 over y. We're going to start by drawing our slope field. So once again, just pick points and plug it in. So let's see, this would be 0, 1. So if I plug in 0, 1, I'm only plugging the y in. I get 1 divided by 1 is 1. So that's going to be a slope of positive 1, or rise 1, run 1, right there. Okay, 1, 1. Well, still only the y matters. So that's still going to be 1. And you'll quickly notice that since x isn't in my equation, the x value doesn't matter. All that matters is this y value. So when the y value is 2, now I get 1/2. So rise 1, run 2. So that's going to be a little more like this. And the x value doesn't matter in this particular instance. So it's just that. And then y equals 3. So now I get 1/3. Okay, that one's going to be even flatter. Rise 1, run 3. And it's going to look something like that. Now, I don't have any dots here because if I tried to plug in y equals 0, I'd get undefined. So this is going to be our open circles like we talked about in the last video. I want you to pause the video and fill in the bottom half of this coordinate grid. Check what you got with what I got. This is what I got for the bottom half. -1, so it's going to be fall 1, run 1. So we get those -1 sweeps, -1/2, and -1/3 sweeps. Part B, graph the particular solutions passing through the points -2, -1, so passing through that point, and 2, 2, passing through that point. So let's do this one first. Looks like it's going to be something like that. Follow the slopes. I get to here. It's undefined here, so I got my open circle. Now let's do this 2, 2, 1. Looks like that-ish. And right here it's undefined, so open circle. So there's part B. Part C. Solve the differential equation. So this is dy dx equals 1 over y. I want you to try this part on your own. We've been doing a lot of differential equations at this point. So pause the video, try to solve this on your own, and then come back to see how you did. Check what you got with what I got. I separated my variables. I ended up with just a 1 here. The integral of 1 is x. Added my c and times everything by 2 to get this y squared. You'll notice I haven't solved for y because I didn't need to. You could have, but you don't need to right now. However, in part D, write as functions. As soon as it says that function, that means you need to solve for y. So I've got two things here, -2, -1, and 2, 2. Both of these are going to be different c values. So I'm going to start by plugging them in to find my c. Oops. -2. So I get 1 is -4 plus c. So c is going to be 5. So this one I get y squared equals 2x plus 5. This one, I got 2, 2, so I get 2 squared equals 2 times 2 plus c. So this one, c equals 0, so I get y squared equals 2x. And because I want them as functions, I'm going to solve both of these for y. So square root. So I get y equals plus or minus the square root of 2x plus 5. Square root y equals plus or minus the square root of 2x. And to know if I'm going to use the plus or the minus, I look at the sign of the y value on my point. So this y value is negative, which means I want the negative version. This y value is positive, which means I want the positive version. And there we go. So that is just one more example of common questions with slope fields. In the last video, we're going to talk about very common multiple choice questions with slope fields.